People thought that maybe Falcon 180B would be the main rival of GPT-4. GPT-4 is currently considered to be the one of the top model out there, which is most powerful in comprehension and reasoning. But now we have a new competitor. This new competitor has come from China. Baidu, a Chinese company, has introduced its new AI model Ernie 4. Baidu already has this Ernie 3 from 2019. So this is not a new family of models. Baidu claims that this Ernie 4 matches the performance of leading models like GPT-4. They also did a live demonstration, which you can see in this image, where they demonstrated the features and capabilities of this Ernie 4 in complex verbal instructions, logic application, and content generation. This model is planned to be integrated into almost all of Baidu's products, including search, maps, and cloud services. This is huge because, as I already said, we were looking for a competitor for GPT-4 and we thought it might come from US, but it seems that is not the case. It might just come from outside of United States and especially from China. There is an escalating competition between US and Chinese tech companies out there, where Chinese companies are also struggling for GPUs. In this scenario, coming out of this Ernie 3 Titan is really quite significant. But to be fair, we haven't really got any way to verify the capabilities of Ernie 4. But if it is true what they are saying, then that is a major step in AI models developed outside US model. And then it is quite natural that Ernie would be integrated with a lot of products which are coming out of China in terms of search and cloud services, just like Microsoft is using with Bing and Google is already using with Vertex AI or Google Search. Now, Baidu has been in the news for some time, but this time it is really huge. Now, one problem is, as is the case with few of the other, almost all of the other Chinese products, is that it is not publicly available. I tried to search for its source code and to see if there is any demo available, but I couldn't see it. All I could find is this paper, which is quite a good read, but still it doesn't tell you much. I was able to get some of the pictures from that blog post, and I will drop the link in video's description, where it talks about some of the architecture around this Ernie. Let me show you. So, for example, look at this picture. This is the phases diagram of this Ernie 4 model, which is saying that self-supervised pre-training helps AI scale the number of parameters and tap into larger unable data sets. So the first phase is to have a data set constructed. And the technique which they are using for this is in the natural language processing is quite a different one. As you can see in this diagram, they have this different sort of sections where topic model, keyword extractor, sentiment classifier. They're also using a three corpus, which is around 10 billion parameter, and then they are padding it up with Ernie's 4. Now, they have also proposed a controllable learning algorithm and a credible learning algorithm in their words to ensure the model can formulate reasonable and coherent text. The controllable learning algorithm enables the model to compose in a targeted, controllable manner with given genre, sentiment, length, topic, and keywords, as I just mentioned. The credible learning algorithm trains the model to distinguish fake, synthesized language from real world human language through a self supervised adversarial learning framework, which is quite nice. Now, if you look at the online distillation for Ernie Titan, then that is quite interesting too. Training and inferencing large-scale model consume an excessive amount of resources. We already know that. That is why this model strives to attach great importance to green and sustainable AI and adopted an online distillation technique. Now let me give you a quick overview of this technique. They have used a teacher student compression or TSC approach to create a less expensive student model that mimics the teacher model. And in this case, that is Ernie 3 Titan. This technique periodically transfers knowledge signals from the teacher model to multiple student model of different sizes, and then compared with traditional distillation, this approach can save a significant amount of power consumption caused by extra distillation calculations of the teacher model and the repetitive knowledge transfer of multiple students model. The sizes of early 3 Titan and the student model are more than 1,000 times different, making the model distillation extremely difficult or even invalid. That is why they have incorporated the so-called teacher-assistant model to bridge the knowledge gap between a very deep teacher and a very shallow student. And if you compare it with a BERT-based model, then the student version of Ernie has improved the accuracy of 5 tasks by 2.5%. So this is all from their paper. There is no way to verify this, but if you take their word for it, it is quite huge, quite an impressive improvement, I would say. And then they have this interesting end-to-end adaptive distributed training on paddle paddle. The thing is that the number of parameters in LLMs have grown exponentially as their performance can be steadily improved by enlarging the scale of the model. But again, this really could put huge challenge and pressure upon the underlying resources. That is where they have this new technique where they have designed an end-to-end distributed training framework to satisfy a versatile and adaptive requirement on paddle paddle. The framework is tailored to industrial applications and production environment as it fully considers resource allocation, model partition, task placement, and distributed execution. As per their paper, their experiments have shown that using this framework, Ernie 3 Titan with 260 billion parameters can be efficiently trained in parallel across thousands of AI processors, so which is quite big, I would say. And another thing, as per their blog post or press release, they are saying that this is already being used in a lot of industries, especially finance. So it seems that Ernie and all of this ML from Baidu is more geared toward financial industry, and they already have a full featured AI development platform, which I think would be available from their cloud. So let's see how it goes. I'm really passionately waiting for any online demo where I could try it out and to see how it works. Pretty huge, I would say. So the AI wars are not really slowing down; they are only increasing and going in one way. Very keen to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think about this new model, which is this Ernie 3 Titan and or Ernie 4? Then how it is going to play out in the future? If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.